sighed and said, I guess that's that. She ran her fingers across the map. Said as sure as the break of dawn, come morning, I'll be gone. The smell of perfume on the wind, the feel of never coming back again, the sight of taillights down the road, sound of Lonesome on the radio. One crow's sorrow, two crows joy, three crows a wedding, four's a boy, five crows silver, six for gold, seven's a secret never told. That picture on the wall, that one of us in Montreal. And should you never come to call, at least I'll have Montreal, with a one crow's sorrow, two crows joy, three crows a wedding, four's a boy, five crows silver, six for gold, and seven's a secret never told. Five crows silver, six for gold, and seven's a secret never told. Dance in the rain, I'll find us a cloud, or maybe somewhere that don't know your name. I'll find us a crowd, you just throw it out there, there's nothing too out there. You wanna get into the show, I know a guy, or maybe we go watch the sun sinking low. I know a sky as blue as all get out, maybe we should get out of here. I am waiting on you to give me the green light. Anything you want, baby, say the word and we'll get high, or we'll lay low, we'll make up what we don't know. Yeah, like two stones, we can roll home, we can rock all night. And if you need a little breeze to fly your kite, Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your huckleberry. If you're needing a spark in the dark, let me be the match. And if you're looking to lock up your heart, let me be the latch. It don't matter where we go, I'm gonna be right. There's a million things we could do to pass the time. Yeah, anything you want, baby, say the word and we'll get high, or we'll lay low, and we'll make up what we don't know. Yeah, like two stones, we can roll home, we can rock all night. want, baby, say the word and we'll get high. We'll lay low, we'll make up what we don't know. Yeah, like two stones, we can roll home, we can rock all night. And if you need a little breeze to fly your kite, and every Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your huckleberry. Every Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your huckleberry. Every Sunday needs a cherry, I'm your huckleberry. I'm your huckleberry. I'm your huckleberry.
No.
Why don't we do a take two?
Wait a minute. Let's start again. Hello.
Hi, this is Ron Vodry.
This is Alex Nussbaum.
This is Jason Fraser.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Hey, this is Ray Zwicker.
All right, world. My name is Cal Post.
Guys, this is Christina
This is
Walkinshaw.
Eddie Delaseppe.
This is Adrian Spencer.
My name is Timo.
And you're listening to the Julien Dionne
You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Who am I talking to? What am I doing?
Julien Dionne Comedy Hour.
You're listening to the... some...
Comedy Hour. See, I took the word out comedy. Changes the meaning completely, doesn't it?
Dazing. Not really. I'm overworking, but dazing. The holidays. Happy holidays. You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
And aren't we all?
Now broadcasting live and totally uncensored, from Lemon Press Studio in the beautiful Gatineau Hills.
Project. I was like half asleep on the couch and now I'm projecting.
Hey everyone, this is Christian Potenza.
This is Gay Trevor Wilson.
This is Jean Paul, a.k.a. the Island Hipster, hashtag hipster business.
This is Steph Tola.
Hey, this is Jake Goldsby.
This is Sky Wallace.
Hey everybody, this is Erica Sigurdsson, aka Ricky Siggs.
Okay, hello. Hi.
This is Howard Wagman.
Hey, this is Peter Anthony, the PA system.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Some people that's my rap name.
This is Jen Grant and you're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Show. You and me belong, just like the flowers, laughing all day long. People, I need to loose, sing a little song, then take a shower. Julien Dionne. It's a show. It's not an hour. It's a show. It's okay.
Such a beautiful waste of time.
Oh, good morning.
A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time.
Welcome to the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant. Oh, thank you so much. We're broadcasting to you live on a Tuesday morning, Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Live from Lemon Press Studios in the beautiful Gatineau Hills. Hey, hey, hey. Oh,
Waste of time.
all right, Jenny.
Waste of time. Come
The
on.
voice of Jen Grant right there joining us via satellite.
Via satellite
Thanks
in
for
the living room.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for whether you're watching live or listening to the podcast on demand, wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Apple or Amazon Music. The Devil's Company. Shit. This episode brought to you by Jeff Bezos. And of course, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Dailymotion, and Facebook. If you're with us live, feel free to drop some comments, smash the like button, smash the share button, and smash that Sigida.
Oh, jeez.
Too busy thinking of smashing things.
I don't know. I don't know about that laughter for that.
We are, yes, it's Tuesday, 2021, our second show of the year. Does it feel different to you, Jenny, so far, the year?
No. You? I mean,
I
yes,
would say
I'm
it's
refreshed.
the same dumpster fire. No, yeah, it's, I don't know. No, it doesn't. Because we're, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, all right. Good chat.
I do, you know what? I do feel a little bit different. Like, the state of the world feels the same, but I am a sucker for fresh New Year's, new weeks, new mornings.
New year, new
I like
me.
the idea of a fresh start.
Yes.
I really enjoy that.
Oh, I'm ahead on my screen time. Yesterday at this time when the show started, I was at 47 minutes. I'm at 26 minutes today.
Wow.
Yeah, I used my computer for the pre-show stuff mainly.
Nice.
Yesterday it was at 3 hours and 20 minutes screen time. I'm trying to get down to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in. It's one of my New Year's resolutions is my screen time. And so an hour and a half I'm trying to... And so far, I've been failing miserably, but
well.
Saturday was close. 2 hours and 24 minutes. That was the closest.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So, well, we'll see.
So, what else is in the news? Have you heard of Bean Dad?
No.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about today. We're talking about
Bean
Dad. Donald Trump Jr. referenced a Gatineau video from Gatineau, Quebec, calling it insanity. We'll touch on that in a little bit. And, a few more things. But yeah, Bean Dad, this guy on Twitter. And I want you to tell me if this dad is a good father or a total piece of shit.
Okay.
I'll tell you my opinion after. So he was sitting at his computer, and his daughter, who is, how old is his daughter? 6, I think. Let me just get the facts straight. A 9-year-old. So he's sitting there doing work, and his 9-year-old daughter comes up to him with a can of beans. This is in the UK, I believe. And she's like, "Hello, Dada."
Dada. Dada.
"I would like some beans." And he, he just had a stroke of genius and had this thought that this wonderful teachable moment, this teaching moment, fell on his lap, and he decided to take advantage of it. So this little 9-year-old girl is looking up at her father for
Why
beans.
am I scared to find out where this is going?
He killed her. And I'm kidding.
Oh my God, that scared me so
I know,
much.
There's nothing to be scared about. No.
Oh my God.
She had a can opener and a can of beans. So he's like, "Oh, this is a teachable moment." So he's like, figure it out. And for 6 hours, she hungrily tried to open a can and finally opened the can successfully after 6 hours. And his duty as father was done. He taught her. He didn't teach her shit. She taught herself. But, I gave you my opinion before. I wanted your opinion first. But what do you think?
First of all, how do we know this story?
He tweeted about it and all of his hashtag not all heroes wear capes glory.
And who's this guy?
Just some doofus. He's a musician.
But it's
He's a
kind
guy
of
on Twitter.
weird how that has now become so well known. That's just one aspect of it. Like, why do we know? No. I'm not missing the point. You can't dictate how I perceive that story.
Well, that's what you get out of it?
No, but
this is weird that it's went viral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's just one side note. Sorry, I thought we were exploring all feelings about everything. I feel like that's not right. And I think that I am surprised that any kid would sit there for 6 hours and try to figure it out.
Some people are saying he fabricated the whole thing for clout. He's a musician, and people are doing things these days for content and to get anyway, some people.
If he never fed that kid for 6 hours, like if
well, that's what he claims.
Then
He claims.
I feel that
Let's go based on what he claims.
I feel that that's neglect and child abuse.
Right.
I do.
After 6 hours, the child successfully opened the tin and was finally allowed to eat, he said, and now deleted tweets. So he deleted the tweets because he thought he would get these I don't know what he thought, actually. The dad, a podcaster, claimed it was victory for good parenting. Victory. Why won't you just teach your kid how to use it and then they'll know how to use it? Why let them figure it out? How is that better? How are you like, hey, let me tell you what.
Ugh.
I'm trying to think of other things a child would want, and you.
You know what's so upsetting too is that.
Can you drive me to school? Change the oil of the car first, and I'll drive you. What were you gonna say?
Remember, there's an older movie called Parenthood, and I remember there's like a line in there that a lot of people have since.
Is that with Lindsay Lohan?
No, it's I think it's Steve Martin, but I could be wrong. Said you need a license to get a dog, but any asshole can be a parent, and that's a great line. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Like people quote that. Like I've heard it not that long ago, and it's so true. Like think about these poor like we have pets, okay, and I'm like we don't have human kids, but like. Our pets sometimes
do not
I'm like,
know how to use can openers.
Now, if I could teach,
that's our fault.
But yeah, and I look at my dog, like I look at our dog, and I think he's so dependent, and the cats too. Like they just have to do whatever the human is that adopted them. Like, okay, now you're coming to live here, and then like when you look around in the world at the different people who have pets, and you think, how do you treat them? Or it's the same with kids.
Yeah.
They have these kids, and then, I mean, the human condition, humans are very strong and have great survival because so many kids could end up surviving out of these shitty can open. Like, also, why are you feeding your kid a can of beans for lunch? Gross.
He's been dubbed the apocalypse dad because of that reason. People are like, what?
Ugh.
It's just, but that's, yeah, anyway. Other parents accused him of neglect, while some suggested he invented the story to get attention. Twitter user nicknamed the father Bean Dad after the incident caused another heated debate on social media, where parenting methods are frequent cause of disagreement. John Roderick, who is also a musician, shared the stories on Saturday on Twitter, explaining that it began when his daughter asked him to make baked beans. After she brought him a tin opener and a can of beans, he asked how, and he asked her how she thought a tin opener worked. He said, anyway.
What about
Stupid.
Here's another thing that's confusing that I call bullshit on that tweet, because there's Google, like, you know, easily you can Google how do I open up, and a 9-year-old for sure knows how to Google how to open up a can. But I don't want to go there because that would open up a whole other can of worms.
Victim blaming.
Get it? And I don't have 6 hours.
So it's the 9-year-old's fault. I'm joking.
So Robert Van Loon says that he says that I'm pretty sure there were times I did that with my kids at one point or another, but it would have been like a few minutes. And it probably wouldn't have anything to do with opening cans of food. Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's nothing like hands-on learning. And when I've done jobs and stuff, training in the past, when people would say, like, you know, here's how you do things, and like the best trainers were always the ones that were like, you do it now, because there's nothing like actually doing it yourself to learn something. You hear something, it's kind of like when someone else is driving. somewhere, you don't really pay attention to where you're going. But when you
Right.
actually are driving there, you remember how to get back. Hi, I'm Jen Grant. Thank you for coming to my seminar.
I think if it's kids plural, it's different. It's like, you guys figure it out. I'm busy, and if it's something to do other than feeding a hungry child.
Yeah, true.
But if the child is alone and just wants some beans and comes to you with a can opener and it takes 30 seconds, I understand if they want to, like, I don't know, do something that requires more time. Like, you guys figure it out. Just, yes, I get that too, but it takes 27 seconds to open a can of beans with a can opener as an adult. And instead, he's like, you know what? I'm going to teach my child. This is a moment. Figure it out. Meanwhile, he's on Twitter and patting himself on the back. The child is starving.
Well, like at the, maybe it's better that we're not going to have kids because we both have acknowledged that we'd probably be helicopter parents with our kids in a bubble.
Is it helicopter, though, to open?
No, hold on. Just listen. I think I'm helicopter a little bit because when you tell that story, I think one of the problems with it, too, is that opening up a can is actually, I've known people that have cut themselves on that top part, how sharp it is. Like, that's almost more dangerous for a 9-year-old to open up a can than to cook scrambled eggs or something.
As a grown adult that has used can openers for the better part of my life,
bragger,
I can
what?
It takes me a second, like some can opener models. I'm like, okay, wait, and it actually you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, imagine a 9-year-old. My point is, imagine a 9-year-old that has no clue, has never seen this, has no idea. The two little, because you have to put the two little cutting wheels at the right spot exactly. And
and some are so shit.
That's what I mean.
That guy probably has the shittiest dollar store can opener ever. And you're absolutely right.
One person said, I feel like it's super valuable to teach kids that they're not alone in the world and that there's no shame in asking for others for help and support, which is a good point.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Another suggested Mr. Roderick's approach was ridiculous and that he should simply have fed his daughter and then showed her how to use a can opener. I mean, why is it more of a teachable moment to have her figure it out over a 6-hour period than you showing her over a 3-minute period? It's not like she's going to remember it more.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but for the wrong reasons. She's going to be afraid of can openers for the rest of her life. Guaranteed she's going to eat out of sacks forever. No more cans.
Well, yeah.
Sacks?
Sacks.
This teaches independence and personal growth. He did nothing wrong and, in fact, made me wish I did more of this, one wrote. While some fans of his podcast suggested that the story about his daughter was written in the voice of a character of his show and therefore should not be taken seriously. So who the hell knows? Mr. Oderick did not reply to media requests for comments but did defend himself on Twitter after then later deleting his Twitter account.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Well, I also heard another theory. I remember because I'm pretending like I haven't heard this story, but I did hear about it.
Oh, you did?
Yep. And I heard this theory.
Is this old news?
No, not at all.
Oh.
You're so paranoid.
Since that time I did the 8-year-old story, I'm like, just in. It was from 2011.
No, I just heard another theory that the reason that the parent did that was because the kid earlier was being a real goofball and was already full of beans. So.
Oh my God.
You weren't listening.
I was totally. Sometimes I think you want me to be too generous with laughs sometimes.
Come on,
I was,
that was a cute
1000% listening.
That was a cute one.
I know it was cute, but what? Okay, do an impression of what you wanted my reaction to be. I'm you. I heard that the child was full of beans.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
As if.
That's what I want.
It's okay. It's like, if I'm listening, it's okay if I don't fall over laughing at a little pun or something sometimes. Jeez. Yeah. So there's that.
We're going to take down our Christmas decorations today. Has everyone taken down their Christmas decorations? It's a little late.
You find it late. It's ridiculous that you find it late.
I find it almost depressing to look at because I'm like, oh yeah, it's over.
Well, usually it's at least my father's birthday tomorrow, the 6th. We usually keep it. I mean, I don't remember ever taking them down this soon.
Well, I don't know. Right now, I just feel like I love Christmas so much that I hate looking at it because then I'm like, oh yeah, it's over.
Well, we put them up early, like November or something.
Yeah,
or?
November for sure.
Well,
it went by fast, actually, I find.
Get ready to be depressed because when we go quarantine in New Brunswick, by the way, New Brunswick listeners, we're coming home to do a comedy festival, February 2nd to the 7th. Hubcap Comedy Festival in Moncton. So we're coming down on the 19th and quarantining for 2 weeks, and the cottage is decorated like full Christmas. So. And I think my parents are leaving it that way because they think we want that. So just get ready for it.
No, I actually don't. I don't
Christmas
mind
there.
that. Yeah, exactly. Because we missed Christmas there, and we're going to be exchanging presents with your parents.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
that's fun.
So it's kinda,
after the 14 days.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
They're not quarantining. We're going to be isolating ourselves.
Tucked in the woods.
Talk to the hands because everybody else is isolated.
Nice.
Speaking of the holidays,
how many people? Sorry to interrupt, but how
Go
many
ahead.
people are allowed to be in the crowd in New Brunswick and Moncton?
I think 50.
Okay, because if you want tickets, guys,
I think 50. It could be more, but I think it's 50.
You should go after them ASAP because when was the last time you went to see a live show? And it's going to be
in Moncton,
great.
probably 3 days ago. They're like, yeah, we go weekly. Hubcapcomedyfestival.com for tickets. We'll take caller number 9.
Died?
Hadid.
Hadid.
Bibi Hadid. Who is that?
Maybe we could
Who's
talk
Bibi
to them
Hadid?
about promoting and give away some tickets to Moncton people.
I don't think we'll be giving away tickets because it's 50.
That's
and
true.
they need to make money.
That's
like,
true.
hey, can
Forget
you have a
that.
guest
Cancel
list of
that.
10 people? No.
Cancel that. They need the money.
And they don't need our help promoting. The festival is so
Oh my
popular.
God,
it's in
it's
their
huge.
22nd year.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
crazy.
think it's the 21st
Yeah.
edition of, and it's like during non-pandemic years, like last year I was there, we were there, and on the Saturday night they had 13 sold out shows across Moncton, like 13 comedy shows happening pretty much simultaneously between Shediac and Moncton. It's a great festival. It's a show heavy festival, and yes, I highly doubt they need us to promote it on the podcast for free tickets.
Yeah, I get it.
Whoops, that was the wrong one. As I mentioned off the top, Donald Trump Jr. Called an incident in Gatineau, Quebec, insanity. This incident has made international headlines. On New Year's Eve, a party, it was a small party. I think it was just, 6 people. Someone complained. That's the thing. Snitches get stitches, but everybody's snitching these days. If they see more than a few cars in the driveway, I mean, you can't rely. Like, people will just rat you out.
I don't blame people.
And so, yeah, I know. But
because it sucks for everybody not being able to do the thing that they want, and then when you see somebody else doing it and putting other people at risk, it's just shitty. Anyway,
I'll show the video here and or audio for our podcast listeners. But if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can see here. So this is the incident that happened once again on New Year's Eve in Gatineau. Sorry to Gatineau people listening. Here it is.
Can't wait.
Fuck you! No, sir! Fuck you!
What is it?
So you see there's somebody in the doorway.
Is that a police officer?
Well, that's right now. No, the police are outside, and you see there's a guy there with a black T-shirt. He's being yanked, but that's not a cop. They don't generally just walk around in T-shirts.
No, on the outside.
Yes, on the outside. Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's cops.
And then his family's
it's
on the
It's
inside.
an arrest. You can see they have badges and stuff.
The music.
I know. I don't know who edited this, but
Is that a grandmother? Like, trying to hold on to his
I don't know if she's a grandmother or not. But
mother? Oh my God, the music! I can't handle it.
I know. The music.
Trauma.
The music is so obnoxious. I don't know who did
What are
this.
they saying?
They're freaking out. As you can see outside, they're like arresting somebody. Hold on, the fucking audio is brutally annoying. So you could
What is she
She's saying let him go, let him go. There's 4 or 5 cops that are on somebody outside. They dragged him out. Now there's 2 cops with a mask. People inside. Now the cops are closing the door.
Who's saying that?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I wonder if that's a cop.
Who's the cop? No, now the cops are not inside anymore. Well, now.
No, saying that, the words.
No, it's somebody inside saying you're making it worse.
Oh my God, the screaming.
I know.
Oh, he needs his shoes?
Well, now he's saying. I like that you're trying to guess what he's saying.
Oh my God.
I feel like that kind of behavior toward police officers would not fly in many other places in the world. The way that those people are acting.
Yeah, anyway, so they...
Maniacs.
The police commented after, and they said that the guy they arrested and dragged out of the house was actually hit a cop. Like, he assaulted a police officer.
Oh my God.
So, hold on here.
Yeah, just to describe to people who are listening, it was mayhem. You could hear the audio and imagine it, but the cops outside were like trying to drag this guy out of his house, and like the mother or grandmother behind him was like
That was a guy.
What?
That was a man.
With the white hair?
Yeah.
Oh, looked like a woman.
The mother or grandmother. I mean, the relation is irrelevant, but there's just somebody with...
Well, that's what it looked like, because I don't know.
No, it was a guy. He was the guy yelling, "You're making it worse," because the other people, like the younger people, were like freaking out. And Donald Trump Jr. said this is insanity and it's coming here soon if you don't wake the hell up. And so basically...
Right.
They said Saturday the police said after the video had racked up tens of thousands of views that it shows only part of the confrontation and alleged that the man who was arrested had assaulted a police officer before the video began. The individuals were reluctant, this is a word I've never heard before. The individual here, Anglo teaching Franco.
What a way to find out.
Recalcitrant. What does that mean? Do you know?
No, I'd have to see it.
RECAL, recal, CITRANT. The individuals were recalcitrant. Let us know in the comments what the hell that means. Recalcitrant.
Oh yeah.
They recalled citrus.
and
refused to cooperate.
It's pronounced. Here, I'm going to put it on. Oh. Oops.
That's us.
Sorry.
Mispronouncing it. Refused to cooperate. The individuals arrested the video. Could you mute that?
Well, yeah.
The individuals arrested the video had assaulted.
Recalcitrant.
Arrested in the video had assault. What? How do you say it?
Actually, you're right.
Whoa, Franco teaching.
No.
Franco teaching.
No, it's not.
English.
You know what? I want to quit. Recal. And it has an upside down E. I don't know what that means. Recalcitrant. Having an Oh my God, I can't pronounce
Now Google absentrism.
Obstinately. Oh, why can't I even pronounce that? Obstinately?
Yeah.
Having an obstinately uncooperative attitude toward authority or discipline. So it's
there we go.
uncooperative.
Recalcitrant. I'm a very recalcitrant people. 6 people in the home were issued $1,500 fines for the private gathering. I don't know if they had more people there, but 6 people got fines. Usually, does everybody have fines? It doesn't say how many people.
Well,
it doesn't say how many people got
know what?
or were there, but it says 6 people were fined $1,500.
I'm not surprised that happened in Quebec because Quebec police are no joke. Like I'm afraid of Quebec police here.
Yeah, but it's but I mean they had ample warning.
Oh, for sure.
It's been known that, and they said that police would be patrolling. I mean,
no,
it sucks for the people, but
it does suck. But I don't like the way that the people behaved either, and they shouldn't have done it. All I'm saying is that in other places, parts in Canada, I could see how people are maybe like, well, we can at least get together with 6 people, and probably most of the time they get away with it. But in Quebec, I can see them enforcing things more because that's just the way they are, and we've seen it firsthand.
Yeah,
some crazy shit.
Crazy shit, man.
Like
we're
more than
very
anywhere else.
recalcitrant here about the house.
Ew.
That was the sound machine.
Do you know that you have a microphone that you could maybe... Ew. That actually sounds like you. Did you do the recording? I know you're not. You do some voice work. Did you do the recording for that sound machine?
Yes.
Name that sound.
That's why I use this so much. I get royalties. I get tease.
Tease.
I get tease. Royalties. Or royal. Would it be the tease part or the royal
Your
part?
Your behavior right now makes me want to tease you, ironically. Okay.
I just
gross.
want to be generous with the law.
Not with every one of them. Otherwise, it's just not. Doesn't feel right.
Oh, my God.
So I'm doing a Zoom show on Friday.
Oh.
And like this is a comedy club Zoom show.
Where?
Rumors.
Oh, in Winnipeg.
Wee. With 5, I think, other comedians. I think it's already sold out, but if you guys are interested, if anybody listening...
How is it sold out if it's an online thing?
Because they sell 100 tickets. That's it.
Oh.
And I think they're already pre-sold. It's a popular club in Winnipeg. If you're ever there, it's a great club. And keep your eye out for, I think if you go to their Facebook page, it's Rumors. And you can buy tickets for future shows. But they always have good comedians. And
who's on the show?
Charles Demers, who we Charlie Demers.
Yeah, for our West Coast Friday, or what was it? Far West Fridays.
Yeah,
that lasted 2 weeks.
Yep. You got to try things out and realize quickly, well, you know what? This isn't going to work out.
It was such a weird... I did not like the feeling of doing the show at 10 a.m.
Me neither.
It was like, I don't know. It felt like...
I know.
Late. It was like just... Ugh.
Another comedian that's on the show that I haven't seen in a long time, who I kind of had early beginnings of stand-up with, is Patrick Maliha.
Oh.
Yeah.
Patty Maliha.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen him in a while. I haven't... Didn't realize he was still doing it. I mean, of course, we're not often in Vancouver, but...
Right. He's originally from Ottawa, and I used to live in Vancouver. And Eric says...
Oh, he doesn't live in Vancouver anymore?
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
I don't anymore.
Oh.
Is what I was trying to say. Let's see here. Gonna find the other people on the show. It is... I actually don't. Chris? I think it's Chris. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. Go check out my... I don't know the other people. I think there's Andy Noble. Do you know who that is?
Nope. Noble, I can't say I do.
Oh, I'm out of touch. Out of touch, but it's going to be fun.
Great. Everybody's at home, obviously, doing it.
Everybody is at home doing the show.
Yeah, that'll be
Correct.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
And how long are the sets?
10 to 15 minutes, which is kind of nice.
And how much money do you make? I'm just kidding.
So much. 10 to 15,000. Yeah.
Fun.
So that'll be
We
interesting.
should do one. We should do. Let us know in the comments if you would. No, don't. We should do one just before we hit the hubcap. Lockdown laughs. Do one from home. Half hour each. Do an hour show.
Yep.
Sell tickets. What do you think?
Oh, totally. I thought we were gonna already do that. Anyways,
I know, but okay. Let's promote it today.
Okay.
We'll start.
Eric says insanity. Who is insane?
Insanity. Who is insane?
What was I don't remember. Maybe
because Trump Jr. tweeted that the Gatineau police arrest for the New Year's Eve was insane. Oh, maybe he's just tuning in and saw the description. Yeah, we just covered it, Eric. It was an arrest that went viral on New Year's Eve in Gatineau. A party was broken up. 6 people were given $1,500 fines, and then Donald Trump Jr. tweeted yesterday that it's complete insanity and that it is coming to the States soon if people don't wake the hell up.
Eric
to quote
said
him.
Eric wrote Trump Jr.
Oh, he was here with us the whole time. I just paraphrased for nothing. Got it.
Yeah, that's okay.
I need to blow my nose.
Do you want a Kleenex?
No, I got one here.
Frep.
Here, actually,
yeah.
There's a couple other things I'll touch on, but let's do the D.
Oh, the ensemble thing.
And then I'll blow my nose.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Daily dose, daily dose. Get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose, daily dose. All your news from coast to coast. All the news and
headlines from me. Hello, everyone. This is your Daily Dose for Tuesday, January 5th.
Am I clean? Am I clean?
I can't see it because I'm
Oh.
looking at my notes.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Actually, here, I can put, I don't know why I'm doing that. I can look at it.
Sorry.
Am I clean? Yep, I can see. Thank you for making me look at your nostrils. So 2 senior Alberta government members are among 7 public officials and staff who are now facing consequences after leaving the country.
What are the consequences?
Over the holidays. Well, they've been demoted. So it says here Premier Jason Kenney announced Monday at noon he had accepted resignations from Municipal Affairs Minister Tracy Allard and his own Chief of Staff, Jamie Huckabee.
Good. That's what I was saying. Resign.
Exactly. 3 other MLAs, Tanya Furr, Pat Rain, and Tanny Yao, have lost their legislative committee responsibilities, he added. And, it's kind of like what I was saying yesterday, and you were saying as well. He said he's listened to Albertans who are sending a clear message that they want real consequences for these actions. Like, why were there none, seemingly at first? So that's good.
That's great.
And
that's exactly what should be done.
One of them that was traveling had just been appointed their position like 5 months prior.
Good. I mean, what the hell?
I know.
That's stupid.
Agreed. In somewhat related news with COVID-19, inmates across Canada are speaking out about these breakouts of COVID-19 that are just out of control in the jail system. Have you heard about this?
Yeah. Well, it's
in
been.
prisons?
I know that in the States, it's been a big thing since the beginning of the pandemic, like crazy outbreaks of COVID. I say that, by the way, in New Brunswick because. Never mind. Whatever. I just find my parents have an accent. They don't have I don't find them to have much of an accent usually, but in New Brunswick, everybody says COVID, but they say COVID.
Well,
even my friends, COVID.
So it's not just your parents; it's your friends too.
COVID is a hoax.
Have you ever noticed that older people say vegan instead of vegan?
Your mother does.
Yeah, lots. So does my dad. And
Vegan.
I feel like I've heard your parents say vegan.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's funny because I've always thought, okay, how would you say that? Like, how do you think the proper pronunciation of that?
Vegan.
No, hold on.
Oh.
Of that yogurt drink.
Yogurt drink?
Like
Yop.
Not that one. The one.
Yope?
Stop. You're being a brat.
It's
no.
There's no S or T. It's
no, that
yop.
liquidy
Get it?
yogurt
Stop.
stuff that's spelt Kefir. How do you think it's actually supposed to be pronounced? Without jokes, I really want to know.
It's kefir, but they say kefir.
I know, and I just.
But I just learned that it was kefir because my parents, my whole life, because we've been making it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like on and off. I remember my mom making it when we were young and calling it kefir.
Oh.
And then just recently I heard kefir water, and I'm like, what the fuck is kefir water?
Oh,
yeah,
water.
you can get kefir water.
Oof.
But I feel weird saying kefir because I've been sold a lie. I wish my parents would have put me in a room with a dictionary and said, figure it out. And 6 hours later, I would have come out and said, is it kefir? They would have said, yes, you can have some.
Like the can opener if you are just joining us.
Kefir.
Yeah. What else was I going to say?
I don't know. Did you have notes?
Oh, yeah. I had one more thing
Kefir?
to say about that, though.
Kefir, kefir,
Kefir.
wagon, yop. Did you ever go grocery shopping with your mom as a kid and you'd have a yop, like, and just open it and then drink it?
No, but that sounds fun.
That's what we would do.
Although I've never liked yogurt, but anyway.
We would grocery shop, and it was always a yop for some reason. She'd be like, here, you have this. And then at the end, she would like just give it empty to the cashier. The cashier would beep, beep, and then throw it out, but she would ring it in. But we'd have a yop while we shopped.
Would you have preferred something else when you were a kid?
I don't think so. I mean, we were just happy to have anything. I mean, I don't think we were like, oh, can I have beer instead?
Not beer, but like, were there other treats? Because I remember like being in the cart and going down the aisles and just wishing I could grab everything off,
Probably.
like Fruit Loops or.
But I knew it was never allowed. I mean, no. Yeah.
Did you like soft drinks when you were a kid?
Not really. I was sold that they were the deviled
Deviled eggs. You preferred those?
I was sold the notion that
it's the devil's juice.
Soda was the devil. Yeah. So I mean, nothing I really ever got into ever.
Yeah, juice.
Love juice.
Eric says, "Yop till you drop."
Yop it up one time.
Yeah, it sounds like something that I think I should like, but I just don't like yogurt.
Yop till you drop.
Actually, that's
and
not
then
true.
use a mop to clean up your drop, and then pop.
Until you stop?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, so these prisoners are speaking out about how bad things are. And they do feel really powerless. And, frig, eh? Like, imagine you're from, you have a rough start in life. Like, everything is shitty. Your parents are also criminal. Like, you live in an environment that basically kind of not makes you into a criminal, but like it's easier to choose that path than it is to and you're in jail. Like, how hard is that? And then people are just getting COVID. No one gives a shit about you.
Yeah, I know.
We've been watching Wentworth.
COVID.
If you haven't seen Wentworth, oh my God, it's so good. But anyway, it made me think about that. But these inmates are speaking out about it because a lot of times the guards aren't wearing masks all the time. And I guess inmates are making masks some of them are making masks out of their sheets, their bed sheets and stuff. You get resourceful when you're a prisoner.
Be a nightmare.
It would be a total nightmare. But at least they're getting some media coverage here.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to figure that out. So good on you getting that word out. And
I wonder if they got a word out by having one of their inmates sneak into the call center and hack the system and place a call to a journalist. Go ahead.
But that's not a storyline on Wentworth at all. Spoiler alert. So you know how since this pandemic has happened, there's been various hobbies and products that are out of stock and end up getting sold out.
Yeah.
Case in point, like
sailboats and glass jars.
yeast for bread and toilet paper, and then there was mason jars because people were pickling things
Making
that
sailboats.
they had grown in their garden. Guess what the next thing is currently, and I put this out to viewers and listeners.
Jigsaw puzzles.
Let me know if you. Well, that's
Bidets.
a very good guess, which is probably popular, but the one I'm talking about is crazy.
Tushy.
And if you tried to order it right now, you would not be able to get it until
Tushy, the
probably
bidet.
next summer.
I don't know. Tell me.
Do 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 do.
They just aired the final episodes with Alex Trebek.
Aw.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna see if anyone else guessed and go to the next story and come back to it.
okay. So your guess.
Eric is right. I knew Eric was gonna get it.
Oh, yeah?
Skis. It's true.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and another one was adjustable weights that we tried to get for 6 months.
Oh,
we just
yeah.
got. I cannot wait for that. Go ahead.
That's very exciting.
Skis, like downhill, cross country.
Cross country. Which I'm not crazy about cross country skiing.
I love it.
But I tried it once.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm really the type that doesn't like something
And
unless
you were
I'm
left alone in
immediately
the
good at
woods.
it. Oh yeah. I was left alone. Your mother trained me.
And yes, that is your type. If it's difficult
Oh yeah.
and you don't like it, you're like, no.
Yeah. That is your type. Thanks. That sounds really appealing. Thank you so much for saying that. Wow.
No, but you just said it. I agreed with you, and then I'm like the bad guy. How?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
because you can put yourself down, but you can't other
True.
people putting you down. Anyways, what's that saying? You can pick your own nose. You can pick other people's. No.
I think you're thinking of don't pick your nose, have a cookie.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
You can pick your friends. You can pick your nose, but don't try to pick other people's noses or something. Your friend's nose? Have
You
you
can
ever heard
pick
of
your
that?
friends, you can pick your nose, but if you go too deep, it's probably going to bleed.
Ew. Gross. Why do I even talk to you sometimes?
Nose bleed.
Ew. Anyway, so
Ew.
here's another crazy story. So a BC judge says that a polyamorous father is not breaching the province's COVID-19 health orders by sharing his Squamish apartment with a new partner who is also living with her husband in Vancouver.
Squamish.
That's what you got from it? Polyamorous is the word I would have gotten from that paragraph. In a decision released just before Christmas, the BC Supreme Court said the man can still have visits with his 2 young children despite his ex-wife's fears that his new partner's open marriage might expose them to the coronavirus. Interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, imagine you're married to someone, you have 2 children with them,
Go
and
ahead.
then you divorce, and then your ex starts not only seeing other people, but literally seeing other people. Like he's in a polyamorous. Oof, that would be hard. It's like, oof. And then your kids are going over to
It's
this house.
always one guy and multiple women. It never happens where it's one woman and multiple guys. They would beat the shit out of each other.
Right. It's true.
All right.
Well, actually.
And now for horny news.
No, but like picture you have kids and they're going over.
And there's just like, to quote Seinfeld, like robes and lotions and stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't mean to make my friend was, I have a friend who wrote a whole blog about polyamorous. She tried polyamorous, and she is the most open-minded relationship type person. Open-minded, anything goes, kind of, there's no rules, and she couldn't handle it.
Yeah, which part?
What? She couldn't handle being in a relationship with a polyamorous person where he sees other people and she sees other people, and then they talk about it or they don't talk about it. It's that would be really hard if you're not that type, and then you had 2. It's weird, that you could have 2 kids with someone and not realize they're the type that wants to go and be with like all these other people in an open relationship. It is kind of a scary well, not kind of. It is a scary time to be in an open relationship during COVID.
Totally. And you know what that does to the relationship.
Oh, I knew it. I could tell by the just subtle tone of your voice that you were going for that machine. It's almost like I could picture your hand grabbing it and getting ready on that little button with the gun. Let's see what that looks like. Can I see the gun button?
Hold on. I can't see I don't see the monitor. Hold on.
Eric says, I know a few open couples in the LGBTQ community. And then he said, I once knew a successful male trio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, like, yeah. I guess it takes all kinds, right? And you realize that everybody's different. And everybody has different needs, and everybody can tolerate different things.
Yeah.
And actually, not even tolerate. That's not the right word. Probably enjoy. Like, because if you are going into a polyamorous relationship, you're not doing it to tolerate other people. I'm assuming you're
doing it to bone
enjoying
other people.
Am I right? No, but I'm assuming you enjoy it. I don't think you're like, well, I guess I'll do it if I can tolerate it.
Right.
You're like doing it because you're like, finally, someone else who understands me. Like, it must be so hard. And then I was like thinking, how did this person meet this? Like, how do you meet people that have that
market?
How do you meet someone with those specific interests? And said the father began dating his new partner in November 2019 after meeting her and her husband at a local polyamory support group. So there's support groups. Right. I guess they don't want to call it a polyamory hookup group.
They're called orgies.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Like, let's call it a support group, and then
support my nuts on your chin.
I like where you went with that. See, that's what I wanted from the joke I said.
From calling someone full of beans.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was the same thing. You took the word support and made it literal. And I took you took another meaning for support.
Yeah, but it was more shocking, so that's why you laughed.
Oh, shut up. What, someone being full of beans isn't shocking? Ew, that's fake.
No, it's actually not
That's
fake.
so gross.
It's not fake.
Ew. Anyway, that's your daily dose for today.
Oh, Jenny.
Daily dose. Daily dose. Get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose. Daily dose. All your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news and the headlines from Jen Grant.
Okay.
That is your signature dance move, the hand on the face.
Hand on the face. Don't talk to the face because the hand is dancing, yo.
Yo.
Daily farts. Let me just do this before. Keep that thought. Hold that thought. Let me just remind you once again, everybody, that this episode of The Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant is brought to you once again by Gringos Blazing Sauces. That's right. Go to gringosblazingsauces.com for the best small batch hot sauce, salsa, grilling jellies, charcuterie jellies, grilling and barbecue sauces that you will put your hands and mouth and lips on.
Are you okay?
grillingbarbecuesauces.com. Oh my god. Did you just hear that?
No.
I said grillingbarbecuesauces.com. Gringosblazingsauces.com, ladies and gentlemen, based out of Ottawa. They ship all over North America, and if you live in Canada and order over $40, you get free shipping on that bad boy. I'll top of that, Tom. Listeners of this program get an additional 5% off by entering promo code JD5 at checkout. Gringosblazingsauces.com. We've done taste tests on air. It's the best stuff. Our fridge is full. We're getting good
more
heat,
soon, actually.
Pow right into kisser heat with perfect flavor balance. Chef owned and operated, so they use nothing but only the best. Freshest hand-selected ingredients. No preservatives. They use lime juice to preserve the stuff so it gets that authentic Mexican taste.
Oh, so good.
It's excellent.
And we're getting more. We're going to do a taste test soon, so stay
sure.
tuned for that.
Gringos Blazing Sauces.
It's fun. It's fun watching those.
Do it today. Gringo!
Oh, whoa.
Oh, shit, I left my phone open. Damn it.
When will you learn?
Let's see my screen time now.
7 hours.
Damn.
What's it at?
58 minutes. But I haven't used my phone for 20. So I have a half hour left for the day.
This is how we learn, though.
Lame. It was just open on my desk. And
but this is honestly how we learn.
Unlocked, I mean.
This is how we learn.
Thank you. You and Bean Dad are just nothing but teachable moments.
Right. If it takes 6 hours for you to realize you only have an hour and a half screen time, well, that's what it's going to take. Hello?
Hey. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Fuck you.
No, because I was looking for the next story.
Oh, isn't that just an analogy of life?
Would you say me and Bean Dad, what? If I was 6 hours?
Forget it. You snooze, you lose.
Snooze. You lose. Yes, this
it's
story...
almost 8 o'clock anyway. Who's on the news?
A stowaway tells a story how he survived an 11-hour flight to the UK in a new documentary. I don't know if you remember this story from about 5 years ago. Yeah, 2015. Two South African men had studied the plans of like airplanes and stuff, and snuck in from inside the wheel well of a plane and hung on for an 11-hour flight. One of them hung on. The other one fell 1,400 feet to his death.
Oh.
Do you remember this story at all?
Sort of.
It was crazy. Crazy. It was minus 60 degrees Celsius that this guy survived. He was... And you could see houses and stuff underneath. He was kind of like tucked in the stowaway, but it's open because the wheel comes up in there. And he was hanging on cables. His arms were wrapped around cables. His arms were burnt from the hanging onto the cables for so long. And he actually passed out and woke up. The flight was landing in London.
What?
And he was like underneath, tucked in, like
was he
half in, half out.
Did he tie himself?
No.
How did he hang on while he was asleep?
I don't know. Well, because he was partly in and partly out. It was. I don't know. I'll have to watch the documentary because I want to see exactly.
I'd like to see that too.
Exactly the visual. So a South African man who survived an 11-hour flight from Johannesburg to London after hiding in the plane's undercarriage has told of the last words he exchanged with a friend whose body fell from the same British Airways flight as it came into land at Heathrow. Oh, I guess it was landing when the guy fell. He said, we made it, and then I passed out with the lack of oxygen, said the man. Oh, okay, so he passed out when as they were getting there. He was awake the whole time. I'm sorry, I got the facts wrong off the top. He said, we made it, and then I passed out with a lack of oxygen, said the man who was then known as Themba and who has spoken publicly for the first time since 2015.
Well, did they say any news in the article why they did it, or is that saved
they
for
were
the
fleeing,
documentary?
They were fleeing their country.
Jeez.
And the men had prepared to stow away on a BA flight on a runway in Johannesburg by studying aircraft designs in a book.
Jeez.
Told The Guardian this week that the story and that of... Vale will be told in a Channel 4 documentary called The Man Who Fell from the Sky. We thought we could go for Delta, but we thought let's go for a shorter flight. Imagine going overseas.
Oh.
Like they wanted to go to the States on a Delta flight.
Oh my God.
And while it has long been believed that the men may have had inside help, they insist they were working alone. He said, I was not far from the engine. You could feel it outside when it was rotating.
Oh my God.
He told the documentary makers he sustained burn marks after wrapping his arms through cabling, which ultimately prevented him from falling out. So he kind of intertwined his arms in the cabling. You could even see houses down there when the plane was flying. What the fuck? And it was minus 60 degrees Celsius. The next thing he can remember is waking up on the runway in London with a shattered leg. Vale and Justin, who grew up in a poverty-stricken township in Johannesburg and suffered violence in the hands of gangs while living on the streets, had dreamed of a fresh start in Europe. Vale planned to bring his family members over from Mozambique after a few years. I remember when I spoke to Carlito He said that he wanted to be a DJ and that he was going to go back and get his daughter after a few years. Said Justin. Justin is now his name. He changed his name. I really wished the best for him, and so I thought it was a good idea for us because we were looking for a better future. Anyway, I'm definitely going to watch that documentary. When the plane landed, I fell out, and I remember thinking that Carlito must still be in it, he said. But so the plane landed, and he fell from the landing, and he wakes up, and he's like, imagine that's what woke him up. Imagine you're intertwined in cables, it's minus 60 for 11 hours. And you can see underneath and houses and stuff. Then as it's going down, you pass out. Then the landing, as soon as you hit, throws you on the fucking tarmac. And then his first thought is, well, his friend must be still inside the plane. But then later they showed me the passport and said, do you know this guy? I said, yeah. They told me that he didn't make it, and he was shocked. I find it easy here, embracing his new life because the people are gentle and nice. He tells documentary filmmaker Rich Bentley in the film. I'm definitely going to watch that.
So where is it actually available? It says Channel 4, but what's that?
I don't know. I'll have to, maybe on demand somewhere. I don't know. It just says a Channel 4 documentary.
It's insane.
So that's a crazy story.
Like the things people have to go through. I remember when we lived in New York, there was lots of families that I used to work at with this restaurant who were, making money that they've never made before. And it was not, by our standards, not a lot of money, by North America standards. And they would be sending money home to their family and saving and with the goal of bringing family over.
Yeah.
And that is... they say that sometimes people who achieve their goals in life have a really strong why, like a reason why.
Yeah.
And can you think of a more significant reason than saving up so that you can bring your family to a country where they're safe and happy and the things that people go through, basically.
Yeah.
Like we should never complain about anything ever again.
Speaking of incredible and flying and air stuff.
Ooh, all these clues.
I know. An incredible video appeared to show, because this happened a few times in the last few months, dating back to, 2019. A couple pilots around LAX have reported seeing somebody with a jetpack flying a few times at about 3,000 feet. And one Chinese airline, I can't remember the airline, pilot said that they reported seeing somebody flying at 6,000 feet.
Jeez.
On a jetpack. This is crazy, on a jetpack. And so now, just before Christmas, it's to show the elusive, quote, jetpack guy flying 3,000 feet. So somebody actually has a video, and the FBI is investigating because it's obviously illegal when it comes to airspace and all this kind of stuff. But I have the video here. Let me show you.
Okay.
This is crazy. So again, this is a jetpack guy or woman, jet person, seen flying at 3,000 feet above sea level. It'll kind of show the footage obtained by ABC News. It'll show... you can kind of see perspective there. There's a huge oil rigger tanker. And then you just see this little person way up in the sky, like above the clouds, just flying up there.
Crazy.
I knew jetpacks were somewhat a thing, like military. I'd seen some videos, but I mean, who has access to a jetpack where they can just fly around?
It looks fun.
Anyway, looks crazy. Scary.
Scary, but I don't know why that makes me less scared than like bungee jumping and stuff.
Oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have more faith in a mechanical kind of engine than a big rubber band?
I wouldn't go that high.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like 5 feet off the ground, zipping around really fast on sidewalks. Everyone's third-degree burns around you. Anyway, Jenny.
Lindsay says, thanks for the laughs this morning.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it, and that's our show.
We sure do.
Let's
Have a
go
great
for the
day,
close.
everybody.
Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. All we ask in exchange is that you talk about the show, tell your friends, share it maybe on social media, or if it's easier to just talk about it, just do it. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, wherever. We're there. We're literally everywhere. And video available on demand and live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, and Daily Motion. I mean, we're plastered all over the internet and 5 days a week. 7 a.m. Eastern, we go live. Oh, Mike Plume month continued this morning with a Mike Plume double header. That was 5 Crow Silver from Red and White Blues album. And then I'm Your Huckleberry from the Lonesome Stretch of Highway album. So go to mikeplume.bandcamp.com for all of his albums and merch. Or find him on YouTube. Jenny, thank you. I love you.
Thank you. Love you. Laura says thanks for a great show and have a good day.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks, everybody.
I totally paraphrased that.
All right, everybody. We got to go. We'll see you tomorrow. And as always, watch your head.
A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. I'm just a thin, nervous shadow walking backwards down the street. The landing is bitter, but the falling is oh so sweet. It's just a waste of time, a beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. The whole world wants a piece of my head, but they all get a piece of my mind instead. I roll over and go back to bed. It's such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time.